Space of Grace today. Inspiration on the way. May 27. The Heart of the Shepherd. You know, it's the little things that happens on life's highway that stands out the most to us. Like when you got your first cell phone or when you moved into your own place. Well, for me, that moment came disguised as homelessness. As a result of making poor choices, I became homeless with my 5-year-old son, who is now 29 years old. It was a horrible time in my life where every negative emotion came alive to me. I felt pain, anger, despair, you name it. They were all there, fueling the sadness. I was out of it and in no position to support my son at that time. But regardless of how I felt, I made friends with a number of people, one of which introduced me to a pastor and his wife. For some reason, oh my God, they felt a burden for my son and I. It was during this time that things went from bad to worse at the house where I presided. The associate pastor from this very same church showed up and rescued me from a situation that could have turned deadly. That day was the beginning of the grace of God touching down in my situation. Yes, I was responsible for the mess that I was in. But God, He searched me out. I didn't know at the time, but I realized later that He was behind the scene connecting me to help and healing for my broken heart. You know, my son witnessed me at my lowest point many times. I couldn't just quit and throw in the towel and leave him to the wolves. He was dependent on me, and now I was dependent on God. In retrospect, I truly can identify with Psalms 34 and verse 6. It reads, "This poor man cried out, and the Lord heard and delivered him from all of his distress." God's love chased me down in that we never went hungry. We never slept on the street, nor were we ravaged by the people who helped us. Lord knows we bounced around from house to house, 5 or 6 homes actually, living with people we didn't even know. But He protected me from assault. He allowed people to feed us, clothe us, and provide nourishment for my body and my soul. Is this resonating with anyone? I know I'm not the only one who has hit rock bottom before. I was confused and a very lost sheep, one who had gone astray and had her little baby sheep on the run with her. Maybe you are on the run right now, like I was. Maybe you have fallen on hard times too. Like me, you feel too ashamed to call home or even ask for help. When you're vulnerable, your emotions have a way of taking the driver's seat and steering your mind into very dark, and I mean dismal places. Oh, beloved, the Good Shepherd never gives up on a lost sheep. Matthew 18, verse 12. In this chapter, it further highlights that the Good Shepherd leaves the 99 in the field and goes after the one lost sheep. In a song written by Corey Asbury, It's called Reckless Love. It talks about that overwhelming love of the Good Shepherd. It goes like this. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. That is exactly what he did for me, and he can do the same for you. Time has matured me, and now I am back on my feet, making strides in the kingdom of God. Oh, precious soul, your problems does not define you. Regardless of how low you sink, when love finds you, it reaches out like a good shepherd and nurtures you back to health. When I say love, I mean genuine help from an individual that God has put into your pathway to help you back on your feet. Today's reflection. Psalms 57, verse 3. He will send help from heaven to rescue me, disgracing those who hound me. My God will send forth his unfailing love and faithfulness. Wherever you are today, remember you're not too far away from the hands of the Good Shepherd. Be blessed, O precious one. This is your inspiration on the way.